The Adoration of the Shepherds was created by Giovanni Agostino de Lodi near Milan in the early 16th century. The painting depicts the shepherds coming to worship the baby Jesus on Christmas morning. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see when the angels announced the birth of Jesus to the shepherds. In the front, the shepherds have come to Mary and Joseph to see the newborn child in the Grotto of the Nativity in Bethlehem, all while an angel plays the lute. This painting is part of the Samuel H. Kress collection, which includes European art donated to over 90 universities, museums, and other institutions. Here at the Allentown Art Museum of the Lehigh Valley, we maintain 50 paintings, 3 sculptures, and 8 frames from the Samuel H. Kress collection. Throughout our history, conservation of our entire collection has been an ongoing endeavor. And when the Adoration of the Shepherds was in need of restoration, we looked no further than New York University's Conservation Center, the oldest art conservation program in the country, and home to the Kress program in paintings conservation.
If paintings were immutable, if from the time the artist put down his brush, they didn't change, then you might be able to apply a completely objective approach to cleaning them. But because the materials that the artists used are not immutable, the relationships within the painting change over time. And this affects the formal values. It affects the way, the recession of space. It affects the transitions in flesh tones, all the relationships within the figure. All of these things that the artist studied and tried so hard to use these different methods of doing this in order to create this illusion of reality.
Along with a team of conservators, Diane worked on the painting for nearly a year.
Certain colors change over time. Greens become brown, blues become black. I can show you actually an example right here in this painting. This green here was originally, which is now almost brown, it's a very dark green, was originally as bright as this color. The changes that occurred in the pigment was like the keyboard of a piano, where you were missing a whole section of keys, where the higher notes were more or less all present, but there was a sort of collapse at one end of the keyboard. You lost a lot of definition and different variations and subtleties in the darks.
Bringing out these lost details requires the right mix of techniques. Diane's team had to remove layers of old, thick varnish so they could get to the painting underneath. Once the treatments are done, a new coat of varnish reveals the painting's true depth.
As you can see from the surface of this picture, when the varnish is removed, the optics of the matrix of the oil, paint, and pigment change so that you can't see the details very well. So paintings have to be varnished. They have to be varnished when they were made. They have to be revarnished when varnishes are removed.
Damaged areas from years of chipping paint are also retouched. It's not as simple as it sounds. Conservators like Diane need to strike a balance with making the painting look as the artist originally intended, while giving credit to years of wear and tear throughout the painting's life.
The artist tells you what to do, and that's something absolutely fantastic.
Modern technology has brought a new element into the conservation of paintings like this one. Every step of the conservation process is recorded through digital photos, X-rays, and infrared scans. Hundreds of years from now, when the painting needs a fresh coat of varnish, the new conservator will have detailed records for how to care for this work of art.
Conservation, a great deal of it affects how we perceive paintings, how entire generations experience works of art. So these things actually are really very important.